describe one of your typical work days?
Well, that's what's unique about the job that I have is that each day is not the same. I mean, there's certain meetings that are established that you go to, um, but every day is a little bit different because in the role that I have two major accounts that I am the account manager for. So that's ExxonMobil, which is number two in the world, and number one depending on them and Walmart fight for one and two in the world, and then AT&T, which is about the 12th largest company in the world. So there are set things that we're dealing with them, but every day is a little bit different in terms of legal aspects of what we're doing, the service aspects that we're doing, contract obligation, new projects, escalations, things pop up, and it's never the same day, which is kind of nice. You're not just coming in, let me do debits and credits, and then I'm gone. Or I'm coming in, I'm doing reporting, and then I'm gone. There's new challenges and things like that.
What skills are required in your position on a day-to-day basis?
The skills that you don't really learn, that you have to develop, are the interpersonal skills. Because you're dealing with some people that really, you wouldn't want to deal with them on a regular basis. They wouldn't be your friends. You wouldn't even think they would be your coworkers. But they're the customer. And so you've got to be able to work with these difficult personalities and make things work. Because a lot of these people, they get in the position because they've been with the company for a while. Like in our case with AT&T and ExxonMobil, people get rotated around because they want to get their people cross-trained. Well, sometimes in this operational role that they're in, they don't particularly like it, and so they know they're only there for a short time, so they don't care to learn, and so they just dump everything on you. So I'd say interpersonal skills plus the skills that you learn through going through school with your accounting, your finance, marketing, information systems, and human behavior. So I mean, all the general classes will help you with the fundamental part of your job, but really it's the interpersonal and the communication aspect of the job that are really the toughest.
What parts of the job do you find most challenging, and what parts do you find most enjoyable?
Well, I enjoy it when we're able to solve a problem for them, when they have a business need, and our technology, services, and software, hardware, everything that we have fills a need or solves a problem for the customer. Going back when I had Texas Instruments, it was interesting because the technology that we had was something that helped save a lot of time on their side. They had a guy that would go in on a Friday night. They had an Oracle database that they had been testing on all week. So this is the education piece of TI, the group that makes all the calculators and everything you guys use. So they use this Oracle database all week. A guy would come in Friday night. He'd spend Friday night, all day Saturday, take a break Saturday night, work all day Sunday, just to erase all the data. Kind of like a chalkboard. He'd be up there erasing everything, getting it ready for the next week's testing, because they'd give him some parameters. This is what we want to test the next week. So he'd spend 36 hours basically erasing the database and getting it set up for the next week. That was his job, and it sucked. But when they used our FlexPhone technology, it's basically taking a camera, taking a picture of the database, the Oracle database, click, and then you can share it immediately. Click, you can share 100 copies, 500 copies, 1,000 copies. So what took them 36 hours and a full weekend to do, we helped them do it in 2 minutes.
How many hours do you work in a typical day?
Well, it fluctuates. I mean, in this role, I've got stuff around the globe, so it wouldn't be strange for me to be on a phone call at 9 o'clock at night or at 4 o'clock in the morning, because there's things in India, in Asia, that's part of Asia, but I mean in EMEA, Asia, South America. I mean, for ExxonMobil, they've got drill sites in places like Equatorial Guinea, Papua New Guinea, Iraq, Cameroon, Angola, Nigeria, down in Brazil, Buenos Aires. I mean, they've got stuff everywhere. So pretty much, I mean, you're 24/7, so you're learning how to manage it. But a typical work week's about, when there's no escalations and you have things running properly, about 50 to 60 hours a week.
Which seasons of the year are toughest on you?
Right now, retail. So when you see people going to Target.com, Kohl's.com, Apple, or any of the ATG group, which is Ann Taylor, Payless Shoes, it's a retail conglomerate, and then M&S, which is Marks and Spencer. They're basically the Kohl's of EMEA. All those are dedicated solutions that AT&T has. It's running on our gear. So if it goes down, we fail AT&T, and then we fail those customers. Plus, they have a shared environment that have people such as Marriott, Hyatt, I mean, so they host the Fortune 500 in their environment on our gear. So if our gear goes down, then that means they're having a problem. So right now is the toughest time of the year. We're doing an interview